Hello beautiful guys, we're here. We have come to the area. It's Nyaravur in West Nile, home of the people with gifted hands. They make a lot of beautiful things, like you can see where I am. It's home, like people with gifted hands, they make a lot of beautiful things, guys. So here are some of the pots. What I mainly came for, we have them at home, but I want another pot for drinking water. Esther built another house, grass thatched house, and something that works as a refrigerator that can cool the water very well at home is a pot. However hot it gets, water inside these pots never in any way heats up. Maybe just to give you a science, clay is a very poor conductor of heat. So the water, however hot it is outside, inside a grass thatched house, this pot will keep it. You will think you're drinking from a refrigerator. Did I pronounce that right? So they come in big sizes, depending on the capacity that someone wants. This can take 20 liters, this can take around 15 liters, and this can take 10 liters. They come in different capacities. Now, another thing that I really want to tell you about the pots, the big ones are mainly used for drinking water, and the small ones, this size, they are mainly used for cooking. If you want to cook tasty meat, tasty beef, tasty beans, this is the pot. Also, traditionally, the pots are used to go and fetch water from the river. You take your pot. So it was in a way to teach girls how to be very careful, because pots are very, very delicate. So they would tell you that if there are superstitions that if you broke your pot, you are a careless woman, you'd never get married, blah, 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 blah. Okay, it was to instill a sense of carefulness and intentional living in the girls. Have you heard of a saying, oh, you've broken a pot at the doorway? That is like you've come a long way, all the way from the well, then you break your pot just when you're putting it down, when you're entering the house. It literally means like you've spoiled all the efforts, what you have done in the past, all the efforts that you have invested in, you have just. So that's a little bit about the pots. So this one's for drinking water, for fetching water. Now also for cooking, depending on the amount of meat that you have. These two further are cooking pots. They even have a cover. They are made out of clay. Did I tell you? Clay, then they are piled in a kiln and a bunch to increase their strength. So you can cook from them. I should tell you, the meat or the beef that is cooked in these pots has a very, very beautiful aroma. I even have no way I can explain that to you. Very, very beautiful. Now, there are these two, you can cook from them. For them, they are not carved on the top. They are very open. The carved ones at the top, they help keep the heat properly inside. But these ones, also you can use them for cooking, or you can use them to serve. After cooking, like you're on the dining, when you're going to serve lunch, you can always use these ones. So depending on the skill and the hand that made them, different designs are here. Some are put, they have this rough surface for protection. Some are entirely smooth. Okay, yeah. So this is a place of gifted hands. It's all known in this area for such craft hands. Another thing I want to show you are these small ones. These are mainly like for serving. If you're going to serve someone, even a soup, a stew, you can use these ones. You see, they have a cover. Yeah, so because we believe in the African village, you don't put all food and soup and stew on one plate when you're serving someone. So you always have these. You could have your beef stew here, you have your vegetables in here, like that, and they're in different sizes depending on the people you're going to be serving. Wow, I think I like this one. I think I love this one. This size can be enough for me and my husband. Imagine I serve my husband like this. Hey, we'll pay another dowry. Another thing now, these are mainly tradition in the Alur culture. These are bought by when they are doing those ceremonies for twins. I don't know what they call joining twins, but they use these things Aki for joining twins. I don't know how twins are joined. I, for one, I am a very much a respecter of traditional values and cultures, but there are some things that I'm not extreme with culture. So I honor culture if it's not against my faith. If it goes against my faith, I'm absent. So let me keep showing you. These these are for decoration for flowers. These are because I've shown you these ones for twins, traditional ceremonies of twins. You may think that these ones are for triplets. No, no, no. These are flower vases. You can put your flowers in here and they are going to be cool. Another thing in this land, it's a whole line, like pots are sold from here up to the very, very, quite like a kilometer. I told you this is a place of gifted people. Also, we have these grinding stones. If you know, in our villages, we don't use machines like grinding machines to grind the to make the peanut, to make the flour, millet flour, sorghum, all those. We use grinding stones. The grinding stones are in different sizes, as you can see. The bigger the stone, the more money you pay. Yeah, traditional they used to make them so thick like this that if you're wondering how a grinding stone is used, maybe you come I show you. This one is a little bit thick. Let me show you on this one. If you're wondering, that's why you see there is a big stone, the big stone and the small stone. So when you want to grind your millet to make flour out of the millet cereal, is it cereals? The seeds, eh? You put your, it should not be as inclined as this. This inclination is for, what is it called? Showcasing to the buyers, eh? But if you make it, this is so heavy. But let me just demonstrate from here. You put your millet seeds here, then you start grinding like this. But when it is new, it is advised that you first grind off, because now all these surfaces there is not even. As you crush, some particles are breaking off. So once you buy this grinding stone as a new thing, you have to first grind it by itself and grind away all the surface until it becomes entirely flat. Wash it, then it can be used to start grinding the seeds and to make the peanuts and the flour, guys. So there are very many. Depending on the size that you want, you get them. Most of African things, like, it's more hands-on. Yeah, even if it's cassava flour, even if it's maize flour, it can be ground here to make what we want at home. I gave you a mini tour in case you want your pot and what. Yeah, here you are for drinking water, everything. What have I not shown you, honestly? I've not shown you the one for smoking, in case you're smoking and chasing away insects like mosquitoes. Let me show you something. These ones, they are also in different sizes. In case you have a repellent, like there is this caban is called what in English? Is it a frankincense? I think I'm misusing. There is that thing we use as mosquito repellent. I don't know it in English. So you put a charcoal of fire. It's a woman driving that truck, by the way. That's so beautiful. So you put a charcoal, a piece of fire here. Then you put, for example, rosemaries can also put away mosquitoes. Maybe you put them here, then that's you cover up. They are not going to burn like with a flame, but there's going to be smoking. The smoke will come out from these holes, as you can see from the sides, and in that way it's going to repel mosquitoes. So like we are in the dry season, it's so hot and we are sleeping outside, we need this. We just have to put our thing here, put the cabani. It can put away mosquito. Also snakes, because snakes don't like smoke. Snakes have one lung and they can't contain smoke. So this is it. You see it has holes in the side. I hope you remember what I've told you and how to use it. something. And this one, I don't know if I showed you these tiny, they can work as flower vase. These are flower vases. You see them? These are flower vases. In case you want a traditional look in your house, you're going to be having these flower vases. I think I've shown you everything. If you watched up to this point, I don't take you for granted. Thank you so much for watching. In case you have any questions, be sure that you leave a sweet comment for your girl in the comment section. Any questions? Have I told you about the prices? I don't know. These pots go for around 20,000 Uganda shillings, the big ones. Then the other ones for 15 up to like 7. Then this small pot goes for like 8,000, 7,000, 6,000, depending on the size you get. You can't really fail to find something to pick from here. So if you've watched up to this point and you ever want to buy the pots, come to Nyaravu. If you can't come to Nyaravu, send me. Yeah, here in Nyaravu, we'll be able to get you a pot. We're here to support local businesses and local gifted hands. Thank you for watching. See you.